Hi, it's Lexi with the Radio Online, and we're here at EYECON TVD, The Originals, and I'm here with Chase Coleman. So, in this week's episode of The Originals, we finally learned Esther's plans to have the Teen Wolves activate their curse. After learning this, Oliver and Aiden kind of turned to Haley for help. So, is this new partnership going to be something good or something bad?
Well, as you probably already know if you're watching the show, Oliver has been working with Haley, spying. Spying for her on the witch's side. So he's the one that allows Aiden. And it's interesting because I was watching the show, and if you recently watched the most recent episode, they cut out a part where I actually go to Aiden and I offer him, like, they want to do something about this. So, which was really, I wish they let then, but it's a part, that actually kind of really tells you that Oliver is the reason that he has this opportunity to talk to Haley and save these kids. I don't know if that came across at all when you watched it, but yeah, your question was it going to be a good thing? And I think it definitely is. Which is why I like where the writing's going for Oliver, because they're bringing him back around.
Definitely.
Now.
Coming full circle back into kind of good versus
good guy side
versus the kind of evil side in the beginning.
Kind of evil side, yeah. Totally.
So, do you think that the camaraderie that he has with Haley is truly genuine, or is it going to be something that we're gonna just be like, "Gosh, why did he do that?"
I know a lot of people don't trust him because he's done a lot of untrustworthy things, dishonest things in the past. While he still feels that they're justified, and a lot of people, in fact, funny, at the convention here, a lot of people come and be like, I see his side, I see his side. I think we can trust him. I don't know what, really can't say too much, because I'll be giving it away if there's a any type of twist or something. Let's just say that everything Oliver has done up to this point has been what he thinks is the right thing to do for his people. And in his eyes, that's good, but it's not always black and white. There are gray lines everywhere when it comes to what's good and what's wrong, in society. So I think looking at it in that aspect, that's just keep that in mind with the decisions he's making. But I think the audience is going to be relatively pleased with what the outcome might potentially be with how he's going about this. So far with what he's done, you see that it's being helpful, for what we want for our side.
So what is it like playing a werewolf? Like, what goes into getting into the character of a werewolf?
It's very, it's obviously very beastly. Not in a physical sense, but in a physical sense, but like in the sense of the within. It's like I feel that the wolves represent the passion and the ferocity in the sense of the visceral part of what makes us warm-blooded in a sense. It's funny, actually, me and Nathan, who plays Jackson, had a conversation kind of about this a little while ago, about the great thing about the wolves and bringing them into the story. And while they're not human, I think they represent the most human part of the entire show, the originals. Because you have, Klaus and the original vampires, and they've been so disconnected from their humanity for hundreds and thousands of years that that's why they're consistently at war with themselves and the world. And then you have the witches that are also, they're not human at all. They're very, witchy, whatever you would call it. So I think the wolves coming in, and as we were introduced, you had, the playing by the fire, the music and the familial aspect of Pac. I think that is what really is great. But and tying that in with your question, I find that interesting because I myself am close with my family, so I use that type of substitution and just bring that into my work in the sense of this is my family. I have my family. This is my Nathan. And plus, getting close with people. I'm close with Nathan now. He's one of my good friends. I love him, and then the other people on the show, the ones that I work with. That's what it's like a loyalty. Tying that in is what I think is important for Oliver, because that's all he's about. It's the family, the pack. What's good for the pack. So.
Speaking of Jackson, are we going to be seeing him more often now coming up?
It's a very good possibility.
Okay.
Very good possibility. He's not gone.
So aside from acting, we've obviously been seeing this weekend that you have a passion for music.
Yeah.
So when did that start, and what got you into it?
I started playing music long before acting. I was playing through high school, up to college and stuff, and then I eventually decided I wanted to try something a little different in entertainment, which was acting. So I put my music aside for a little while and got over to the acting, and then I started succeeding a lot in my acting, and that's really what I put a lot of my focus. And I would play here and there, solo acoustic shows when I was in New York and stuff, you know, but never put as much energy as I did into acting. And then moved to LA, kept doing the same thing, played some acoustic shows like House of Blues and whatnot there. And you know, literally just recently I was thinking, you know what, I want to go back into it more. I want to start shifting my focus. And funny enough, just putting that out there to the universe started providing opportunities for me for playing more, like for this. And then I played with Desiree on Thursday night at Mystic Grill, you know, which was fun. And so I think I'm going to start writing more again and start really exploring that side, because it's important. It's a different form of expression for me than the acting. So, yeah.
So what is it like having a show that's so popular now that there's tours of your sets, there's people visiting constantly, there's tons of fans? What is it like having a show that popular?
It's funny because we had the Vampire Diaries, which is, they're in season 6 now. That's 6 seasons in, so they've actually given a lot of this whole success has come from that onto the originals. And I mean, when I jumped on the originals, it was all going, because I didn't start from the beginning. I came in episode 13. So it was all kind of really already going, so I just kind of, this boat was going and I just kind of hopped on. As a personal experience, like for me as Chase, I've never experienced something of this magnitude of a force, in the sense of the fan base, the conventions, it's another dimension, another world of entertainment. Because there's a lot of shows, like you have like Game of Thrones that'll have its fan base, but then you have Vampire Diaries, a whole different type of fan base. But I love it. I love the conventions. I love attending all the events and stuff, and seeing everybody and talking to everybody. I like the Q&As. I like being able to see how they have been affected by my work and the show, and I like being able to do that. So, I mean, I'm enjoying the hell out of all of it. So.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.